Hi there, I'm the Revd Tim Watson and I'm here with my friend the Revd Tracey Matthews. We're here on a beautiful day in the heart of Canberra, as you can see behind us, and we're here to talk a bit with you about an exciting project that we're going to be part of, a Missional Spirituality Project with 4 parishes from across this Anglican Diocese, Holy Covenant, St Philip's O'Connor, Holy Cross Hackett, which is my parish, and then Badallo Narooma down the coast. And we're really looking forward to spending some time over the next 6 months with Tracey, finding out more about what God's doing in the world and getting excited about how we can connect with that and be part of God's mission. So Tracey, would you like to just say a word about who you are and what brings you here?
Thanks, Tim. So I'm the Revd Tracey Matthews, as Tim said. I'm been in Canberra about 15 years, was ordained an Anglican priest here, and I'm on the site where I trained, St Mark's, and I've been in parish ministry more recently, but as of the last 12 months I've embarked on a new project, which is a PhD, which is a new venture for me, but my passion is around missional spirituality and how spirituality basically enables us to live out the way of Christ in the world today.
Okay. And when we were talking earlier, you were saying that, in your view, I think that the church needs to, well, maybe we need to reimagine what it means for us to be church today. Do you want to say a bit more about that? Why do you think that?
Oh, sure. I guess there are lots of sort of different understandings about the church and what it should be and how those structures are, etc. But I think over the last couple of decades there's been a real awareness raising, particularly in the Western church, given things have changed so much and the church has been struggling often in its communal life, and to think about what it means actually to be a community in Christ in the 21st century. There's a lot of good theology coming through about this, but I think the major shift, which is an ecumenical shift, has been an understanding of God's mission, the Spirit working in the world in many and various multi-ways, and that the church's role is not to produce the mission, but to join up with the mission that God is doing in restoring and recreating humanity and the cosmos, and our job is to work out how to join up with that mission.
Okay. And so you'll be introducing us to this term missional spirituality. And I guess for a lot of Christians, a lot of people think about spirituality, a lot of people think about mission, but putting them together in this way might be a bit less familiar for some people. So what do you think this can contribute, this way of thinking?
Absolutely. Well, I think it's really about integration, and that's why we put the two words together. But it's so true. It's about sort of our being and doing in the world too. We've so often fragmented ourselves, and we see doing things for God being out in the world, and it might be programmatic or jobs that we do, and then spirituality often being an interior thing that is a private piety sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily then taken out beyond our interior life. And so basically missional spirituality is, as it sounds like, it's integrating this inner and outer life in a seamless way that allows us basically to have an embodied spirituality in daily life, in all of life, so that we see God in every aspect of our life, and God shows us how to actually be part of the world, to be with others and to be with God in a much more embodied and holistic way.
Okay, and how do you think that can really help renewing local church communities? Because some aspects of spirituality are often, we think about it as a bit more personal, whereas here we're talking about something that really builds people in community together. So what do you think this is going to contribute to that?
I think really, like at the heart of really what we would call an integral spirituality is that it's not just about I or even just you and I in our community. It's actually the big we now. So I think what we're all grappling with is, what does it mean to be people of Christ in the world as Christians, but how do we live with our fellow humans in a way that's going to bring restoration and human flourishing to all people? And so when we decide to have this integrated way of being in ourselves, what it does is it starts to transform the way we see the world, the way we operate in the world, the way we see our neighbour, the way we see ourselves in the world, and of course where we see God in the world. And so it's all part of the transformative process, Tim, and I think one thing we have to do as a church, particularly in the West, so we've got to get back and reclaim the depths of our own Christian spirituality. We know spirituality is a huge theme now in the world in a secular sense. It's young people are saying they want spirituality, and my passion is to see local congregations become containers that can actually capture that and help people to go on that spiritual journey that's going to help transform the world and themselves.
Well, I must say, the one thing I'm looking forward to this year, when I was appointed to my church, I've been in Canberra just 4 years now, but the congregation who appointed me asked, they wanted to go deeper and they wanted to go wider. And I think this project, which we're going to be doing together, gives us a chance really to put some flesh on that, to get some fresh input and really empower and release all the members of our church family to be looking at what it means for them to do that. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to go and what kind of energy and enthusiasm is going to emerge from the people of God in the inner north. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. So how about you, Tracy? What are you really looking forward to out of this process?
Well, I'm also a trained spiritual director, so my passion really is just going alongside people and working with people to develop a true sense of who they are in God and what God is calling them to be in this world. And so I'm just so excited to be working with 4 parishes simultaneously, which is the first time I've done that. I've worked with individual parishes, one at a time, doing this. But I'm just really excited to go on the journey with people and hopefully throw a few things at them that they may not have had before. All sorts of spirituality and theology that will hopefully tie things together. But look, most importantly, I just want to see life reimagined and to see parishes excited about what it means to live out the way of Christ today.
Well, that's great. And it's been great to have the backing from the Pelican Foundation as well. This is a pilot project. So we've got 4 churches involved this year. One of the things we're going to be seeing, I hope, is seeing some leaders emerge within that who are passionate about this way of working and looking at how we can collaborate together. And our vision is that we can share this project in future with other parishes. It's not like it's a bit of a program, but it's not really supposed to be a program. It's really supposed to be a bit of a platform where people can really find the energy and enthusiasm to live the life of God in their churches in a new and fresh way. So if that's something that excites you, then look out to hear more and keep us in your prayers, and we'll keep you updated on our journey. Thank you.